Do. Who are you? I'm Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes doesn't talk. Oh, crap! How do you do, fellow kids? I've got my my classified deluxe Zartan. So I'm gonna open him up today, and we'll take a look. I'm really excited to check this guy out. I'm also gonna check out his color changing feature. I'm glad that we got this guy. I'm cool with two separate Zartans, coming out within a year of each other. I think that's about right, or coming out in the same year. I know, there's a lot of, there's a lot of grumbling about what we get in these deluxe figure sets, and I completely agree. I think this is a little light, for $40. I don't know. We get some extra heads. I guess that's cool. Mostly people have been using this skull mask, which is super cool. And I don't know. I don't know what to say other than this should have been the version of Snake Eyes, or the version of Zartan that we got originally. But it's cool. It's cool that we're getting a bunch of different different disguises and some extra accessories. I don't know. I think what was this guy, $40 or something like that? I think that's a little heavy for what we're getting. But just kind of accessories by themselves end up costing a lot. So I can kind of understand. I don't know. I kind of agree with the price point, even though I wish we had gotten more. So let's get this guy out of the box and take a closer look. All right, so here he is. Here is Zartan out of the packaging. I've got one of his disguises on. You can take that off. This particular Zartan, the Deluxe Zartan, comes with the backpack and the blaster, laser pistol that he had, that the regular version came with. It does come with the disguise and the knife that I have sheathed in the back. This sniper rifle is a new inclusion, and there are 5 new disguises. 2 of them are actually alternate heads. I suspect that they are just taken from from those action figures, the Snake Eyes, and then the recently announced, soon to be released Storm Shadow. I assume these are the exact same. However, I am interested in comparing them. I'll compare them when I get those action figures. I do have Snake Eyes. I have not unboxed him yet. I don't have Storm Shadow. This was exciting to see, because once I saw that there was a Storm Shadow head that looked like this, I assumed that we were going to get a Storm Shadow that looked like that, and we have indeed. And there are 3 masks that come. These fit over. These are not alternate heads. They fit over Zartan's face. Again, this is the same one that the original version came with. So yeah, I agree with a lot of the criticism that as a deluxe figure, this guy is a little light. He could have come with the swamp skier that the original Zartan came with. I think I think Zartan should have been the. We should have gotten this version of Zartan to begin with. Just demonstrating how the masks fit in this in the backpack that is like a mask generator, and which I think is a cool update. It's a nod to the original, the original version, but the original version could have been interpreted as a mask carrying case, whereas this one is meant to be a mask generator. Oh, this chubbier mask doesn't seem to fit. Oh, I got it in there. So, pretty cool. But by far the coolest mask, and I think everybody on social media has been using this one, is this skull voodoo mask that he has. It's over his head, and there's been some comparison between this and the Bone Collector in the Valaverse, line. I did order a few of the Valaverse action figures, or actually, let's see, I think I ordered 2. I ordered Sergeant Slaughter and the Steel Brigade, but I haven't gotten them yet. It also came with this quiver of arrows with an Arashikage symbol on it. I think this might be the same one that the Arctic Attack Storm Shadow came with, because it's got a peg and there's a peg hole, and it didn't come with anything to peg to it. And I believe that was for Storm Shadow's sword. So I think this is a little bit of a sloppy reuse. I don't have a big problem with the reuse of accessories and things like that, but if they weren't going to include something to peg into this, then they probably should have remolded that so that was covered up. But it is what it is. And then we got a bow as well. So pretty cool stuff. Zartan isn't my favorite figure. I do like this version. I like the fact that we got a color changing version. I did have to debate a little bit on whether I was going to get this, because I already got Zartan. I like the Zartan. This came with some extra cool stuff. But really the color changing thing was the thing that put me over the edge, because I wanted that color changing feature. I wanted to have that experience with my Zartan. All right, so here he is, Blue Man Group Zartan. Got him nice and cold in the freezer. I did notice that if you touch him and make him, give him some warmth there, he changes back to his normal color. But I think he's going back to blue a little bit. Yeah, so really cool feature. Looks like he's ready to join the Blue Man Group, like Tobias Funke. Yeah, not too bad. It's pretty cool. I'm glad we finally, Hasbro finally delivered on the color changing aspect of Zartan. It's definitely something that was integral to his character, or at least the action figure, and so I'm glad that they were able to incorporate that in the classified line. So just for fun, I got my other Zartan so we could do a little bit of a comparison. Obviously, the thing that jumps out at me the most is, and without comparing them, I knew that this one had the more metallic silver body armor. I see that he also has the more silver dreadnought belt. This is the deluxe version, obviously, and this is the original release. The color of the pants is slightly different. This Zartan has just kind of darker, muted pants. That's carried. That color difference is carried into the hood. Kind of a darker muted hood on the original release compared to the new Zartan. I think I think I'll kind of mix and match their their accessories. Obviously, the cool skull voodoo mask is a neat inclusion. However, this version of Zartan came with the oops, I bumped my camera. A monkey's paw and a cobra or snake, severed snake head. So one of these guys is going to be more voodoo, and the other one's going to be more assassin. I think I'm leaning towards this guy being voodoo, and this guy being more of the assassin. I know that there's a history with the bow and arrow for Zartan. I much prefer him with the sniper rifle. That kind of fits my idea of who Zartan is. I think I think this Master of Disguise, Deluxe Zartan is cool. I think it would have made more sense for him to have. I get it. You're going to repaint the body and make him look cool. But I think I think he would have made more sense if you put him in a different body mold, maybe something a little more neutral, more generic, so that when he wears a different head, if you switch him to if you switch him to be in disguise as Snake Eyes, whatever he's wearing would make sense for him to be Snake Eyes. But if this head on this body, wouldn't fool anybody. So I think it's a fun idea, but it just doesn't have it just doesn't go far enough into the idea of the Master of Disguise. So it would have been cool to have this head and something, maybe just some sort of martial arts, mix and match a couple molds, make him gray or something like that. I don't know, so that he could presumably be Snake Eyes or be Storm Shadow or be any of these characters. But as he stands, he's basically just Zartan with a Halloween mask on. So that's my take. Other than that, I think he looks cool. I think he does kind of have that sort of Road Warrior villain-esque look to him. I'm interested to see what they do with the other Dreadnoks. I hope so my gripe is that the Dreadnoks kind of seem like a mishmash of a bunch of different things. Some of them looked very Road Warrior-ish. I'm thinking about Road Pig and the guy that came with the Thrasher machine or whatever that truck was. Maybe he was Thrasher, and the other the truck was the Destructo machine or something. I can't remember. Some of them look like futuristic Road Warrior characters, and some of them look like just modern bikers. which, you know, I understand that if you look at the Mad Max movies, the first Mad Max movie, the guys look like modern bikers, but I wish they all kind of had more of a futuristic look to them, and, you know, a consistent futuristic look. And if they go with this, you know, this aesthetic that Zartan has, I think they would all kind of fit into, you know, into that kind of futuristic road warrior type aesthetic. I think that would make me much more into the Dreadnoks than I have been. And I've said it before, and I said it in my other review of this figure. Zartan seems to me to be a loner, so having him be the leader of a group doesn't make sense to me, or, you know, or the leader of a subgroup or something like that. He just seems like a lone wolf, and you know, in the kind of his weird supernatural power of turning blue is, you know, sometimes it's interpreted as some sort of, like, you know, weakness. Sometimes it's supposed to be some sort of like camouflage superpower. It's all kind of weird. So you know, that all of that kind of mixed together makes me sort of not, you know, I'm not super into Zartan as a character. I think he's cool. I think if they kind of solidified what he was about, I think he'd be a cool character. The depiction of him in the movies that came out about 10 years ago didn't really do it for me. But who knows? You know, we might have a Zartan G.I. Joe Origins movie where they adapt a movie that doesn't have anything to do with Zartan or G.I. Joe and just call the character Zartan. So that's my review. You know, like, subscribe, comment down below. What do you think about this figure? Do you think it was a little light for a deluxe figure, or do you think it was appropriately priced for the accessories and the amount of stuff that we got, including a cool box with a wheel on it?